struggling mightily through all of this.
Yeah, that night when he had to call the game, he actually sat out of the open and his partner had to take it by himself. He just said he...
Bledsoe missing a three this time. The Bucks got off the plane in Paris and went right to the gym. That's very typical when you travel long distances. You try and win victories with Milwaukee.
It really is remarkable. When you think about 60 wins last year and how much changed when he got here. 40 wins already this year.
Has one now. He has 6 points. The Bucks 4 of 5 on triples. Foul call, Beal.
And I said, I know everybody wants to take a picture with me, but sure. So he couldn't have been more of a gentleman. It was just absolutely sweet.
Brooke and Dante in the entire league, top 3 individual defensive rating. Essentially meaning when they're guarding the guy with the ball, they're getting stops. Saw Brooke with a block down at that end.
Isaiah Thomas had it.
Yeah, they're hot right now. They're moving the ball. The last possession, Dante knocked it down, but the possession before, they're making Washington work on defense. They're swinging the ball. Everyone's moving it. Ooh. Do you punish the Milwaukee Bucks and their players and not put some of them in the All-Star game because they're, like he said, winning by so much that they're not being played the same amount of minutes, not being given as many shots because they're up by so much like that? Robin Lopez is totally in control. He looked at the defender. He knew he was going to do a spin move. The defender knew he was going to do a spin move. I agree with Coach Bud on that one.
A miss by Beal, a rebound though. Pure.
Yeah, made that look easy. Confident just going in the lane like that, shooting a little fadeaway.
Ish Smith off penetration, a 3 by Bradley Beal. Well, something came out of Sunday very quickly, and it was very simple. If you love someone, tell them.
You're right about that. Missed it, but great offense. And it is amazing how many times since Kobe's pass you've heard Mamba mentality. Mamba mentality. Tough shot right there for Beal, but
he has 20 points. I asked Arvin, how do you coach a player like Giannis with that kind of skill when perhaps you can't do what you're asking him to do? And he said, I always go back to my time with Kobe about at that time, where's mine? And Kobe said MVP. So Giannis went out and won one. And then Kobe said, okay, now a championship. Inside, Thomas Bryant. Star break. The record is February 27th by Golden State to clinch a playoff berth. That was 7 days after that particular year's All-Star game. But the Bucks have a chance to clinch a berth early.
That's a regular season game? Yes. How many overtimes?
No, regular season, regulation.
That's a lot of points.
Denver and Detroit in 1983. Washington 6 points. Over his last 8 games, he has averaged 22. And remember, reduced minutes. He has 26 points in 14 minutes tonight.
Yeah, that's efficient. And the truth is, like Mark Lasry just talked about in his interview earlier, if you look at the per 36, which you really should with him.
Runs into cameraman Dwayne Rodriguez. Tonight, I think Dwayne has a target on his back. Robin Lopez stuffs Beal. In 6 tries from 3.
You know, when Middleton has a night like this, it does. It makes me think people might not really recognize the role that he's playing next to Giannis. Ooh.
George Hill tracks it down. Kyle Korver shakes Bertans. Oh, what a great look. He saw Ilyasova under the basket. What a 4 points, 5 assists. Bradley Beal dribbles through. 10 on the shot clock. He squares up on DiVincenzo. And another pointers in the first half. That time Washington played pretty good defense. Bucks moved the ball well. Oh my. Bradley Beal. Four on the shot clock. Isaiah Thomas rattles one down.
It's a different call than you were calling the first half. So I think he's right. He has a reason to be angry. And the sound wasn't vicious or out of position on that screen.
Bradley Beal fouled.
It does matter. Don't call the wrong call.
Season high for Middleton by 1, 32. Isaac Bonga. Corner 3. Middleton defending Bradley Beal. Rebound putback.
Took him all the way out to half court.
Wesley Matthews gets knocked down, doesn't hear the whistle. Rebound, reset, three. Bradley Beal, timeout. It's Matthews. Beal made the free throw. Beal tried to behind the back, it appeared, but he lost it. Bledsoe. Foul to knock. That's 34.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas, another interesting factor. He was the last pick in the draft in 2011.
Bledsoe. Middleton and Bledsoe. They have scored 60.
Jeez. That's a lot of points.
The Bucks have 100 points for the 71st straight game. Game for Giannis, who is out with a sore shoulder, missing his 4th game this season. The Bucks have won the first 3 he has missed. Get the details at foxsportswisconsin.com/events. Beal. And Connaughton has it.
And it's like Dante DiVincenzo comes in. Instead of Brook, you got Robin, you got Pat come in, and Thomas Bryant's supposed to match up with him. Well, and I love that, to start the game, I said, they're coming back from Paris. They played 1 game in the last 7 days. This is the 2nd game in 8 days. We'll see what the rhythm looks like. Good follow by Bryant. No, you can just tell he was taking everything Kobe said, trying to figure out what does he mean? How does that work?
He writes everything down in a notebook, but you can tell he doesn't need the notebook. He remembers it verbatim.
2 questions, and you've been around a lot of superstars.
From day one, he asked me questions.
They were sitting there, he's asking you all about Marcus Johnson, what kind of player he was. Beal knocking another shot down.
The other day, he asked me, constantly asking questions. He wasn't in this country for many days at all before he was asking me which players he should watch on video. Players has his first 2 points. 0 for 2 on threes, 2 for 2 on free throws. DiVincenzo trips up Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Beal's doing a heck of a
rebounding. George Hill shooting a 3. Best 3-point shooter in the league. 0 for 3. Pass ahead, dunk. Bradley Beal. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Bradley Beal steps back against Connaughton. Is Smith. Middleton 4 points away from what would be a career high 44. Beal 3, yes. Back and forth, Beal 43. Fadeaway Middleton doesn't go. Smith, Beal. Pat Connaughton flies in. Tom.
In a shootout like this, Middleton has been here from the start of the game till now. He's got to close this out.
Bertans off the glass. A shot challenge by Pat.
Big foul without Giannis is right now. Points in the paint. 44 for Washington. 38 for Milwaukee, who's usually very dominant in the paint.
It goes to the Bucks. And by the way, Bradley Beal, George Hill defending. Beal turns the corner and gets free.
I mean, he makes that look easy. That was basically making it look easy.
48. Back and forth they go. Beal misses. Second on Middleton. Missed by Beal. Brown rebounds. Ish Smith.
His willingness to want to be on a championship team, wanting to play that role alongside Giannis.
Bradley Beal, 47. Timeout Milwaukee. 3-4.
Know this man.
2:45 to play. Beal. Short air ball. Beal trying to draw a foul out of Middleton. Gets around the screener. Thomas Bryant. Troy Brown foul. George Hill.